Hello, cyber community. Have any of you gotten out of your house lately? I hope so. I think it's nice to get out of your house every now and then. I got out this weekend, which was nice. I went and saw the 51st Street. There's like four guys on 51st Street that do a concert every Sunday night, and it is very enjoyable. Among those are Harry O'Donoghue, Jamie Keena, and then Rick and Ryan. Unfortunately, I don't know Rick's last name. I know Ryan's last name now, Ryan Schmidt. And they're all very diverse in the music they play. And it's just a great community event that just happened as a magical occurrence during this time where we're all stuck at home. They've decided to perform from their front porches. So it's really sweet and wonderful, and something that if you live close by to the Ardsley Park area and don't feel like you're overcrowding that area, come on down and enjoy it. Anyway, I am talking to you from my new studio. It's amazing. I'm here, and I've created the studio for us so we can all enjoy this experience much more, because now I have this plain black background. So you can look straight on my face and just enjoy my face, as everyone does. Okay, that's a little too much. I actually lost a viewer while that was going on, so that was probably a bad idea. Today on the program, if you can call it that, show, webisode, whatever you want to call it, live stream, we have Mr. Joshua Evans, whom, if you go downtown at all, you may have seen his twin running around and chasing trolleys and tour buses and all the like. But he's gonna let us know about his twin and tell us a little bit more about him. Also, Joshua, believe he studied music at school, so we're gonna hear about that music as well, which is amazing. I love music. Joshua, are you ready? He gave me the thumbs up. He's filled up on charcuterie. I believe that Tom Hanks and John Krasinski were there. They were having a great conversation, so I'd love to hear about that. Fill us in, Josh. It's going to be great. What were they talking about there in the green room?
John's got you waiting. He's going to contact you, I believe, sometime in the next 20 years, and said he'll be on here for too long.
Nice. So, I can't wait. Everybody's really excited. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we have him on at all, because I have you today. So you are my focus, my interest. What's going on, Josh?
Recently just been enjoying some time with family. As you know, with the COVID, tourism has kind of been non-existent to very, very little. So I've been at home with my family, enjoying that time together, and just enjoying getting out biking and camping in the backyard, just doing all sorts of stuff, just to try and keep ourselves busy, out and about in the sun, and just really enjoying the time together, making the most of what we have. So.
Yeah, it is really nice that we get to do this. I will say this: it's been maybe 9 weeks now. I think 9 or 10 weeks. Are we on 10 weeks?
I lost track after one, I think.
Yeah. Everything just gets blurred together. But I will say this. My kids are now out of school, almost officially. I think there's one AP test that still needs to happen. My son, I would be remiss if I did not say this. My son has graduated high school. And yes, thank you. And I hope there's virtual applause out there as well from everybody, because I'm very proud that he accomplished this. But saying that, they're both out of school now, so they literally have nothing to do.
Yeah. The homeschool, I'm sure, was new for a lot of people. It was for us with the kids. Had two in school too that were not old enough to be in school yet. So trying to find that balance is crazy. My wife teaches, and she actually teaches through Georgia Cyber Academy. So this whole year was didn't change for her when everything shut down. She just kept going. But it was a big adjustment trying to figure all that out. Guilty, not the best parents to do this at home school. It was not great. We did what we could and we made through it. But a big round of applause to everybody that's had to do that. Congratulations to your son for graduating and all graduates. It's a different time, and we had some neighbors just down the road. We went somewhere the other day, and there's a big parade going down our street because somebody graduated. So of course we drove by, rolled the window down, yelled out congratulations, take part.
Yay!
Awesome. You do what you can do. So, but I'm glad. It's good to see, and it's good to see too. Like I said, people out and about doing these things like congratulations for birthdays or graduations. Of course, I saw you the other day for a send off. That was kind of a bittersweet moment, but
oh yeah, absolutely. Shannon and Mike Zoller, left our community for hopefully a temporary time, but of course, with the economy for theater and performance being what it is, I understand their decision. Hopefully they'll be back soon, but I will say that you gave them a great send off. I just see if I got to share this. You don't mind if I share this, right?
I don't mind at all. Okay. Hey, Shan's video.
That's true. So let's see. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me give you a topic. Euro-Prussian War was neither Prussian nor Euro. Discuss. I got to scroll down. Oh, here it is. This is great. Okay, I love the soundtrack that you made to this on TikTok, so I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Here we go. And nod to Mr. Weird Al Yankovic for this one. Yeah, and of course you can watch that again as many times as you want. That's great.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a roll up for that one, for that costume. That was the first time doing running chorus. So thought appropriate since they were moving to California, especially.
So that was last week, right? That was like I think Wednesday.
Yep.
So
I believe you're
doing the math. I think he has 39 days to get to California. About that. If he's running at Gump pace, he's got 39 days. And when he gets there, he can say hi to the Zollers, and they'll feel warm inside, I'm sure.
That's right.
I wonder where he is now. We need like a Gump tracker, like a Santa tracker.
You can what is the I know you can find it. What is that tracker called? I know it's Santa tracker, but there's like the Northern something another. I don't even know.
The Northern Gump tracker?
Yeah, maybe so.
I'd love to see that.
We always ask Celeste at Christmas time, where is Santa? And it's like, let's pull up the Northern something other tracker, and we'll tell you where he is.
I think maybe if someone had started the tracker from the time that the movie first premiered and the time in the movie when he first started running, and then had it going this whole time, we would know where he is in his run back and forth.
Yes.
Someone get on that. Anybody watching? We have 5 people watching. Among those 5 people, please develop a Gump tracker based on the premiere and first people.
I'm not a smart man, so it will not be me.
You're not a smart man?
No.
I sense a little bit of Gump there.
Yeah, sometimes I think me and Forrest do actually have a lot in common.
Yeah. I'll be honest. It's like one of my all-time absolute favorite movies was Forrest Gump. And at the time in my life when that came out, I had just lost a job, and my wife and I decided that we weren't married at that time either. I think we were dating. We decided we were going to go see this movie because it looked interesting because, of course, Tom Hanks. How can you not have a hit with Tom Hanks, and I bawled my eyes out watching that movie.
It is a good movie. I remember when it came out. I don't remember. I'd have to do the math, find out how old I was.
Yeah.
But I remember I was not 13, and so I was not allowed to see it at first because my grandparents had seen it. They're like, "Oh, it was a great movie, but the language is so bad," and so it was a while before I ever saw it for the first time. But yeah, it's a great movie. And,
now, was that in Augusta?
I grew up in Augusta. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you would have seen it in Augusta if you were allowed to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you probably waited until it came out on video.
I was probably let's see, college. How old am I now? No. I saw like 5 years ago, maybe. No.
And you were so inspired by the movie.
That's right.
Now, when did you first move to Savannah?
I moved to Savannah in 2005. So my wife and I met at college. In fact, we were just having this discussion yesterday with somebody, but I had come down to Savannah for a send-off party for incoming students. I was an orientation assistant, and they had a
This
little
is
send-off
with
party.
Mercer? Yeah.
Mercer. Yep. So I was in Macon. Came down to Savannah at the Gingerbread House, and her family is one of the ones that I met, and among others. And we, I think she thought I was married and a lot older than I was.
Oh.
Because she had a crush on me. Of course, I thought she was cute too.
Yeah.
Anyway, fast forward, she comes to school in the fall, and we started dating on 2 days before September 11th. So.
Oh wow.
September 9th, 2001.
Yeah.
We officially started dating.
Yeah.
And then we got married in 2004, and moved to Savannah in 2005 so she could be home near her family. She's got a brother that is 24 and is deaf and has Down syndrome, and so we decided to move back here to be able to help out with him and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, that's really nice. Well, I'm glad you came here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Savannah's a beautiful place.
It is. It really is. And so, at what point did you start working with the tour company?
I started working with a tour company in 2012, I believe it was, and didn't do the Forest for a while. There's actually somebody else at the time doing Forrest Gump, but that kind of became a growing thing, and everybody wanted to see Forrest. And, I believe Jeffrey Hall. He was kind of my boss at the time, the creative director, or not at the time. He was the creative director. I was dispatching for the company, and he kept saying, "Man, you cut your hair, you shave your beard, you might look like Forrest Gump." And I'm like, no. So I told him no for a while, and he worked on it. Finally, I was like, you know what? Why not? And so I started doing that, and after a while, it just kind of clicked, and I really enjoyed doing it. Kind of went from there. So I've been with the trolley companies, like I said, since about 2012, and been doing Forrest for 5 of those years, 6
5 of
years.
those years, yeah.
So then a couple of years ago, started kind of doing my own little thing on the side called Get Gumped. I do anything from private events for corporate events, weddings, receptions, chocolate deliveries.
Yeah.
So it's like
is that kind of how that started? Was the chocolate deliveries?
No, it started because there are some vendors that wanted to just go directly through me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, I'm like, I don't have my own stuff. I was using the company stuff and costumes. And I was like, if I ever get my own costume, then I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So finally, it's like, you know what? I can do that. Get my own costume, and then just kind of went from there. I had a few people that just started using me and for their corporate events and weddings, and a part of the Savannah Wedding Vendor Facebook group. So I get to do a lot of stuff with them. I'm an ordained minister as well now, so I didn't do a wedding as Forrest, haven't done one yet, but I have So that's kind of like
But
you might have that.
someone can get that
It's
done.
like someone can get that done. It's like the Elvis in Vegas. You have
Right.
Forrest and Savannah.
Right.
So, yeah,
I
that'll be weird
can't
the
even
first time that
imagine
happens.
that. That would be a very interesting wedding.
So if you decide to renew your vows, Chris, let me know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, actually, my brother is renewing his vows, but they're going to do it through online. But my
Okay.
other brother is also an ordained minister, so I think we'll
Nice.
go that route this time.
Well, there you go.
If I'd known earlier, I would have looked you up. But
Well, there's always the next time.
the next time, yeah. I mean, my wife and we haven't renewed our vows yet, so I'll talk to her about that. She's very untraditional about those kind of things.
Most people are.
So going back to when while you're doing your touring, what has been the most, I don't know, the most interesting reaction that you've had to your character?
It always shocked me the number of people that I guess want to believe that you are Forrest, and come up to you. One that some that actually think that you really are, because I don't break character. I mean, if I'm there and it's just like me and you talking, I know you, I'll break character.
Yeah.
But if I'm out in the public and you walk by and there's other people, you're not gonna get me to break character. You might get a chuckle out,
yeah.
depending on how well you are. But anyway, so people would come up and bash Jenny and just say, you don't need to stay with her. Bleepity bleep bleep. And I'm like, it just kind of like sets you back, like, wow, really?
Don't bash Jenny.
Yeah. So they're like, you can do much better than Jenny. So
hashtag no more Jenny bashing.
Yeah.
Let's put that out there.
So those were always interesting. But the other side too is you just meet some very genuine people. It's so much fun. I love to people watch. Yeah. And so when I was working with the trolley companies and stuff, I would hop on the trolleys, and then, especially if it's slow season, you have some time before another trolley would come. A lot of times you'll see me out in the square, in Chippewa Square, just sitting on the bench. And,
yeah.
That's just my way of like just interacting with the public and people watching. So you have some people that walk by and they're like, is this guy homeless? Trying to figure out like what this guy's doing here. What's the angle? And then you have the people that, oh my goodness, it's Forrest. And then they think it's probably like Louisiana or New Orleans or New York where you have to go paid. I would never charge. I didn't charge people to come take pictures or anything. That's just not if they want to, great, but it was not a requirement, and I didn't post it as that. But you can tell like they thought that they would have to pay. So they're standing behind a tree, and all of a sudden you see this camera sticking out behind the tree, like trying to snap a picture. And then you have people that are just like crazy. Oh my gosh, it's Forrest Gump. I got to go get a picture with Forrest. And run up and come and sit down and sit and talk to you for 20 minutes. And, trolley's coming by. You're like, I got to run, literally. Bye. I got to do my job.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. And I met, there's a guy that comes here every year. His name is Dan, and he's not a Lieutenant Dan. He's a Major Dan. But I met him 4 years ago, I believe. And he had a golden retriever puppy at the time, and they named him Forrest.
Oh.
And so every year they come down to Savannah for like 3 or 4 months during the winter time. And so every year he comes to find me, and Forrest and I take a picture together. So you have people like that. That's just, it's a lot of fun. You look forward to seeing them again. And I don't know. It's just kind of surreal.
Yeah. It is. So I think doing theater is a little bit different because you don't really have that interaction with the crowd that you do. But definitely like at Savannah Theater, you do afterwards. Everybody always comes out afterwards and meets with people, which is kind of nice. But it's different, like being in character and staying in character and having those experiences where people they're entrenched in your narrative,
Right.
And just the fact that I get the feeling that people will come up to you and they believe that there really is a Forrest Gump and you're him, and that Tom Hanks was just portraying you in the movie, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I'm not trying to be Tom Hanks.
Right.
You know, it's Tom Hanks did a great job. I will never even touch what Tom Hanks did for us. But yeah, it's just me. You know, the angle on this is I am Forrest.
Right.
You know, and of course, then you run into weird things too, like what time frame are you playing Forrest? You know, is Jenny dead? Or is Jenny still alive? You know, and so that all depends on who I'm talking with.
Right.
So, you know, I kind of try to tailor that towards, you know, just wherever the direction that the conversation is going, I kind of steer towards that. But
Yeah, my assumption is that you're preparing yourself to ride the bus to go find Jenny, and in
yeah.
fact, she's just 2 blocks down.
Well, people ask me where Jenny is. I always tell her she's back in Greenbow. She doesn't like to run.
Oh,
So, because they'll be like, well,
too.
Jenny's dead, isn't she? I'm like, no, she's not dead. What are you talking about?
So yeah, so Forrest, of course, he has this girlfriend his whole life, on and off relationship, basically. He simplifies it early on. She's my friend, and you know, I love her and all, but you know, she's doing different stuff. That's fine. What about bridal parties, like bridesmaids? Now, how do they react to you?
A lot of times I'll run into those coming off the slow rides. And so a lot of times they're already a little inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
I can get away with saying stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't say anything that's inappropriate or not right.
Right.
But keep in mind, I'm trying to still play Forrest, and I'm not going to say something I don't feel like Forrest would say. But yeah, so they're inebriated a lot of times when you run into them because they're coming off the slow rides, and there's some conversations I've had on those that probably aren't appropriate for for viewing. It's yeah. Sometimes you know they put their arms around you. So sometimes it's not on the back and it slides down. You're like, hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the bridesmaids groups are interesting groups. A lot of fun though. I have fun with them. Like I said, I've done the weddings, I've done the rehearsal dinners, and I've done the receptions afterwards. And those can go, oddly enough, you have some people that are like have so much fun with that. Some of those it's kind of like, well, mom and dad thought this was a great idea, and they're going to surprise the bride and groom by having Forrest here to toast them. And Forrest shows up, and they're like, why is this guy here?
Yeah.
Like, this guy is here to earn a living. This guy's not a real gazillionaire.
Right.
So, yeah.
Get some of that shrimp money.
Exactly. Yeah. And Bubba knew how to cook all sorts of shrimp.
All kinds. Egg, bacon.
You know, people always try to stump you with.
Sorry. I was going into spam because that always reminds me of Monty Python and spam.
Spam.
Yes.
I thought you meant your spam email. I thought you were going ahead and pull up some email, going through your spam. That's how good this is going.
No. No. This is great. This is wonderful. As a matter of fact, you know, it takes a little while sometimes, but my mom has finally tuned in. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Mom, we're talking to Josh Evans, who is our local friend of Forrest Gump. So I know my mom is also a fan of Forrest Gump, so I'm sure she'll enjoy it. Anyway, so we're talking a lot about Forrest Gump and his touring and his talking to different people downtown. Tell me a little bit about your musical background.
So growing up, I was given a choice. My parents gave us the choice of doing an instrument. My sister and I, she chose to learn piano, and I chose to do the guitar at the time. It didn't seem like many people did that. I was 7, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But so I picked up the guitar. That was kind of my instrument of choice growing up, and took lessons through high school. Um, didn't like most kids, I would assume. Like my daughter, she, it's tough to get them to go to lessons and to
Yeah.
practice at home. I was not a big fan of it. One of my first guitar teachers was trying to train me classical music, and looking back, I wish I had
Yeah.
practiced that and kept it up. But I didn't. It's like I learned it for my recitals, and then it was like, forget it. So, I don't regret it, anything, but I wish that I had, uh, kept up as a kid. I wish I had put more into it than what I really did.
Right.
And so I grew up playing the guitar, sang in the church choir, that kind of stuff. And so when it came to looking at colleges, I was like, I enjoy music. Let's go study music. So started looking around. I had looked at Mercer, looked at Belmont up in Nashville, and had looked at Shorter College up in Rome. I had family up there. So those are kind of the 3 I narrowed it down to. And decided on Mercer because of just the homey feel that it had. And
Yeah.
my older sister went there. That's not why I chose to go there, but she was there. And so I made that decision. So my senior year, I took piano lessons, knowing that I was going to have to learn piano there. Kind of a funny story, when I auditioned, because I filled out that I had been taking guitar for so long, I don't think they realized I was going to study voice. And so when I went for a tour, they're like, well, go ahead and bring your guitar and we'll do an audition. So they had me audition for guitar. and so come out, I'm like, I'm here supposed to be doing voice. Like, oh, well, we thought you wanted to do guitar. I'm like, no, I'm here for voice. So I had to go back later and do a voice audition, and that was just crazy stuff. But it all worked out, and so I studied voice at Mercer, got my BA in music, and it was a wonderful time. I would go back to my college days and do them over again. Had wonderful voice teacher and choral director. In fact, they are actually married, and so that made it special. And they sang in our wedding when we got married.
Nice. How sweet.
So shout out to the Roberts. But yeah, so I did that, and growing up in church, that was kind of a big thing. So I've been doing music in church since I was in like middle school. I did the music for our middle school youth group, and then in high school youth group, and in college I played in a little band that we got together. And, then after college, I've been playing with our church. So I play guitar and sing. So
That's great.
Don't do the classical training as much because of the setting, but I've got the classical background with the singing. High school, I did show choir, singing, dancing.
Nice.
Not much rhythm, but when it came to dancing.
Well, you got it in your back pocket, though. You can always pull it out.
That's right. That's right.
I have dance experience.
Yeah, I was forced in middle school, I guess, to do cotillion or whatever that's called. So like in 6th grade, you learn manners.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 6th grade, you did the dancing stuff. So you learned like foxtrot, and all that stuff. And I was never big on that. That was just one of those things that everybody at school did, it seemed like. And my parents were like, you're going to do this. And so I did it for like a year, and I was like, no more, done, thanks.
I got my manners now. I'm good.
Good. Don't
I don't think.
your
My mother never put me through cotillion, any manners classes. So yeah,
we've noticed that.
Yeah. Yes. My wife would agree. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're continuing to do music through church and all that. And I do hope that we get you on stage sometime soon.
You never know. You never know. In fact, well, not in a musical sense, but I had talked to Miss Betty a couple of times when I was around when they were doing shows about, they always somewhere down the road do YMCA, and I thought about crashing that one.
Yeah, you
at
should
one
definitely
time.
crash that. Just Forrest in YMCA would be awesome.
No, I love the folks at the theater are great, and they're kind of like second family because they let us. I posted up there for years, and so you get to know them, and they become kind of a second family around town. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're good people. Awesome people.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this because I ask everybody this, and I'm going to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
You got anything you want to sing for us?
Oh man. I got lucky and wasn't able to do a Forrest singing Happy Birthday one time, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Let's see here. What do you like, Chris?
Oh, I like everything. I love contemporary. I love the blues. I love punk.
My theme song, punk. My theme song in high school that is a song I always did. That's gonna be bad. Was Mr. Cellophane, Chicago.
Oh, good. Yes, please. That's awesome. Yes, yeah. Let's have a Broadway tune from
a Broadway
Josh
tune?
Evans. Yes. All right. It's all. The stage is yours. Go ahead.
Oh man. Whoa, where did you go? If someone stood up in a crowd and raised his voice up way out loud and waved his arm and shook his leg, you'd notice him. If someone in the movie show yelled fire in the second row, this whole place is a powder keg, you notice him. And even without clucking like a hen, everyone gets noticed now and then. Unless, of course, that personage should be invisible, inconsequential, me. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. We'll stop there.
Okay. That was great, man. That's one of my favorite songs. You laugh, but I'm serious. I would love to play that part someday. Although I'm definitely aging out of that role.
You go, Billy Flynn.
Yeah, true. Well, Josh, this has been a joy today. You are a joyful person, and I love joyful people. I hope that I have brought joy to your life as well today. And thank you so much for coming on and actually watching, because at most we may get 10 people that watch, and you've been one of those people that have come on many times. So I'm happy to bring you on board and actually talk to you face to face.
It's been a pleasure. I appreciate it, and
yeah.
I try to catch it when I can. Sometimes it's on with like an earphone in my here, listening to it while I'm trying to chase kids around or whatever. But yeah,
it is an odd time that I've picked. I realize that, but that's the selling point.
See, odd lot, odd time.
Exactly. I'm not an odd lot, but I will use
Justin
that phrase.
Kent. Yeah, Justin Kent. He's a good friend.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Josh, have a wonderful day, and hope to talk to you soon. Hope to see you out running around soon, too.
Yes, look for it. More running for us. Sure to come.
All right, sweet. Well, guys, this has been a Monday. Next comes Tuesday. And I think tomorrow we have a guest host, and she's going to be just delightful, I'm sure. She's going to be talking to one of her friends, Hannah D. Molly B. talking to Hannah D. here on the quarantine interviews. Please join us.